Remember this face? She was one of Spotlight Magazine's 30 under 30 playwrights to watch. We watched, but where'd she go?
How are you? Good. Archie tells me you're teaching.
How's somebody who ain't had no real hit gonna tell me how to write a play? She ain't no Tyler Perry.
I did win a 30 under 30 award. Yes, it was quite a couple of years ago.
What do I gotta do? Write a slave musical, an all-white play?
This, it rang a little inauthentic. I asked myself, did a black person really write this?
Well, Radha won the directing prize at Sundance last year, the Los Angeles Film Critics Award, and Rolling Stone declared her movie signals the arrival of a great movie talent. And that great talent joins us now from Baltimore. Radha, welcome to the show. I am so excited to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me on, Tamron. I'm such a fan of your journey. And I'm laughing because I got bleeped on national TV. So Mama, we made it. We made it.
Well, you're now the second guest. You know who the first was to get bleeped? Eddie Murphy. Just bleeped him out about 5,000 times.
To follow in his footsteps. That's amazing.
You know, this is an amazing journey for you. I mean, the success of this, it's like, dare I say, a movie. You have this setback in your life where you thought, I found my calling, I'm a writer, I'm going to create something incredible, and the world will appreciate it. And it didn't happen as you visualized it.
No, you know what they say about making plans, you know, that God has another plan for you. I think like anybody else, you have these ideas of how you want your career or your dreams to unfold. And what this journey has taught me is to, have a dream, but also be open to it shifting and it maybe turning out in ways you could never imagine. Because I'm here on the Tamron Hall show. That is not something I would have ever even thought.
Listen, you're on Netflix. I mean, Netflix got your film. Every time I turn on Netflix, I'm like, is all of my money going to this one woman's project? Because they are pushing it out. It's phenomenal.
Oh, no, I would look very different. Your money was in my pocket.
Well, listen, you had that setback when you lost your job. You got fired. You said it was a low point and that rejection shook your confidence. So much of the comeback is the ability to say, I'm shook, but I'm not destroyed. Where did you pull from?
Well, several places. One of the biggest inspirations for me to kind of pick myself up off the floor was my mother, my late great mother, Radha Blank, who was my best friend, my greatest teacher, and my biggest champion. And she said to me, Radha, I promise you, I know you're crying now and you feel devastated and humiliated, but you're going to thank those people one day for firing you. And I am saying on national TV, thank you so much, because it really gave me the fuel to carve out my own path as a storyteller. If, the film that I was writing for them was a huge success and that was the first thing that I'd done, then I'd be associated with their film. But now, my first major project is something that I conceived and produced and starred in. And I'm grateful because I think when you get fired from a job, especially when you're working in our entertainment industry, you can internalize that and think, okay, this means this is not what I'm meant to do. But if you can get fired from a job and come back and decide you really want to tell a story, then maybe you are a storyteller because you've had the ultimate test.
Working hard in an industry that has not always been accepting and perhaps still is struggling with being inclusive and having voices like yours. Has that affected the way you define yourself and what you create, Radha, now that you're on the come up?
Yeah, very much so. I think one of the major reasons my film got financed is because there's this woman, you may have heard of her, her name is Lena Waithe, got behind my film in so many ways. We were friends for years as TV writers in Hollywood. And when she became my producer, it was the first time in my 6-year journey of trying to get the film made where I was not asked to compromise any part of myself or my vision. Wow. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that she's another Black woman, like where other people may have wanted Tiffany Haddish to take on the role and for me to just focus on being behind the camera, Lena was behind me in every way. And I think it's because the big risk for other people was a no-brainer for her.
Well, you hit on a great note, though, because comebacks are, yes, you have to pull from your own fortitude, but you have to have someone, whether it's in your case, your family, Lena, you've got to have someone. I was talking about the Oscars, and I know your name has been out there a lot. Variety called you one of the 10 directors to watch. Again, the Oscars coming up, people wondered about you. And as I understand, you're like, I'm good. Not in a sense that that's not a high honor, but you're not defining your comeback by the terms and titles others expect of you.
Right. I think what really lights my fire are the messages I get every day from people who are either artists who put away a passion because they thought maybe they were too old to pursue this particular dream, or people who have suffered a loss of someone close to them and that created an emotional obstacle. I'm getting messages from everyone every day saying that the film is doing a healing work. And so while an Oscar would put the film in a particular spotlight and shine a light on the many talents that helped me to make the film, I think if the people love it, then I've already won. Because as a filmmaker in these days and times when, you know, things are happening with our folks left and right, the film becomes it's more than just entertainment, you know, becomes a mirror to our humanity and to what's possible. And I think that at this particular point, we really need inspiration, not just an escape, but something that says we deserve to be here, we deserve happiness, and we deserve to dream no matter our age or our gender.
You deserve all of this success. You just gave me goosebumps with that. And I'm just happy to watch it all happen for you and much more.
Thank you so much, Tamron. I'm so happy to be here. And congratulations to you and all the wonderful things. It's the same thing. When I see you, I see myself, and we're winning right now. In some sense.
That is a high compliment. Radha, thank you so much. And be sure to watch Radha's brilliant film streaming now on Netflix.